Welcome to Nerds, Geeks in the Kitchen Sink. It's the podcast that's like hanging out at the video store. I'm DK, one of your hosts.
I'm Chris, your other host.
Oh, improve if you feel like it. I think we've improved that intro. That might be the smoothest. Pretty
Right?
smooth. Pretty smooth. Chris, how are you?
I'm doing fairly well. Uh, Busy summer,
Yeah.
very, very busy summer, but other than that, ready to rock and roll.
Yep. Yep. Have you, apart from Fantastic Four, been seeing anything fun, doing anything fun?
Um, I don't know if I would consider it fun, but last night I tried to watch, since it's on streaming, Death of a Unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I would consider that fun, but
I saw the trailer and wasn't that interested.
yeah, it was not that good. It's probably one, and mind you, it's a laundry list of movies that are not great, but are always fun with Paul Rudd.
Sure.
This was probably neither.
Wow. So you're saying you'd rather watch Halloween 6?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Noted. I will just watch Halloween
So
6.
there you go.
Wonderful. Anything else?
No, not really. Like I said, we've been 2 or 3 nights a week. We're constantly gone, and we're not doing that. And it's, trying to catch up on the crap that because being gone.
So you've just been like vacuuming and stuff?
Yeah, basically,
That's awesome.
laundry, lots and lots of laundry. Getting ready for Isabella. She's got about 2 more weeks before she heads off to back to school, so she's got to go early.
Yep. Fun. All right. Well, similar here. I mean, playing a lot of video games. I've been reading a book that I can't talk about
Okay.
because it's for a thing, but that book is a bit of a curse.
Okay.
So
All
if there's
right.
like extra free time, it's got to go to that book.
Gotcha.
You'll learn about
Okay.
that very soon. I'll tell you off.
Okay.
I'll tell you
Okay.
off, Mike.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, no, nothing crazy. We've been playing Sea of Thieves again.
Hmm.
It's fun. I like it. It's dumb. It's sail around on a ship and be a pirate for a while.
Right. There's
Nothing
nothing
that
wrong with
different.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah. As far as anything else, like I haven't really watched any movies or anything, done
Mm-mm.
anything crazy. I mean, I have, but nothing we need to discuss. I don't think for
I mean,
sure.
I don't remember if I said it on the last one, but I did go see F1.
I don't know if you meant. I don't remember if that was on the air
If
or
we went
not.
to, yeah,
You mentioned it to me, but I don't know if that
yes.
was. Well, tell me about it.
Probably the best movie of the year so far.
Cargo fast.
Can't go fast. I mean, there's not much more you need. I mean, great shot. It's from the guy that made Top Gun Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the cinematography and, you feel like you're in the car. It's got a good story to it. It's not over, you know, really over dramatized or, something that's not out of the realm of reality.
Sure.
But I mean, Brad Pitt was good in it. Everybody that's been, all the characters were really good, and there's some you hated, some you loved, some you learn to love, some you learn to hate. Kind of everything you wanted in a film. And
Cinema.
yes, yes, very much cinema.
All right.
So, but I do recommend it. It was really good.
Okay. I still haven't seen Top Gun, so maybe I should watch that first.
Yes, you should go see that.
I know that makes
That
you
it's
mad.
a
I'm sorry.
it's a fun popcorn movie. I mean, it is Top Gun Maverick, but it's fun.
All right. All right. Yeah. I haven't done all I. It's just been Superman and Fantastic Four, I guess, recently.
Okay,
So yeah, not a lot going on there. So we have some news things to look at if you're ready for that.
let's go.
We have a couple trailers here.
Okay.
Uh, two things, mainly in the horror. I want to talk about this first. This is the Hellraiser video game that
Yes.
had been rumored for a while, and I honestly thought it was fake. I kept hearing rumors about it, and I was like, "There's no way it's real. What are they going to do?" Um, so
And
let's
I
go ahead
did
and,
share this on the Discord before we've even talked about it. So,
yeah, for sure. Let me share that screen. I've got to rearrange some things. That's fun, I know. Here we
well,
go.
okay.
That's, yeah. Share screen. Make sure audio comes to you. There it is. All right. So this is called Hellraiser Revival. And I think that seems like an appropriate title.
Right.
Let's get started on this and we'll go.
Well, after the last one, it definitely needs a revival.
I'm not going to agree with you.
I know.
I
I
like
know
the
you're
last
not.
one.
I did not. So,
All
but
right. All
anyway.
right. But there is a reason to be excited about this and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Well, number one, Saber,
Right.
who had some pretty good hits. They did the Evil Dead game, did the most
Yep.
recent Warhammer game, I believe. They've done some really cool stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
They did the World War Z game, which like I have no interest at all in World War Z, but the game itself was
Looked,
really fun.
yeah.
I played it with friends. It was really fun. So I got to give them that. They know how to make a fun game.
You have a void.
Already, specifically Hellraiser 1 vibes. The
Yeah.
house, the wooden floor, the steps, the creaking, the stuff everywhere. You know they're into something here. You
Hmm.
see these handcuffs,
Right.
you know, a goblet. There's a fucking goblet. And the fact, first of all, did you see that his tattoo on the back?
Yeah.
Hellraisers. It says Hellraisers. The fact that this trailer starts with people having sex
Right.
and it has nudity is a wonderful sign for a Hellraiser fan.
Right.
A desirous, gaping heart.
Well, and we probably need to talk about the fact that that is Doug Bradley's voice.
Right.
Right off the bat, he is
Yes.
just doing the Pinhead voice. What a win. What a win for everyone.
Right.
It thirsts for excruciating pleasure.
Yes.
The very thing.
Even the effects and everything seem to be
I
they
was gonna
seem to be
say,
mirroring the
and
original
the
movie.
way they did that shot after she, unlocked the box,
Yeah.
the little spark, and then the flashes of things around the room, and then, you know, the wall opening up
The
like
wall
that.
opening
That,
because they didn't have a better way to show it to you, so they just had to pull a wall apart.
right.
But they're bringing that back into this, which is wonderful.
Right.
Offer.
The silhouette of the man himself.
Yes.
She is hellbound. Follow her.
Yes, sir.
For we have such sights to show you.
He points to his crotch when he says that. We have such sights to show you, and he's like, "Ooh."
But I love the fact that they put in the classic Cenobites behind him.
Yes. And again, with the lighting and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Chatterbox. We got
Yeah.
I don't remember her name, but that's Butterball.
Yeah.
What is her name? It's like I think it's just like a name, like a woman's name. I could be wrong.
Right.
There's one shot of Pinhead with a light,
That one.
mm, like that.
Yeah.
That looks so close, like the way his eyes are all black and the way the light reflects. It's this is very exciting for me.
Straight out of the first one. Yeah.
Yes, the attention to detail is wonderful.
Right.
For we have such sights to show you.
And by the way, the theme music, that
Yes.
is the Hellraiser music.
Yeah.
We've licensed it all, baby. If you weren't sure it's a Hellraiser game, look at all
Yeah.
this stuff. Oh my god. That, whatever that is, where the chains go through the skull and then they pull it and
Right.
break, that's like as cool as Doom. Like, how
Yeah.
cool. That's really good. I
Right.
love that. Yep. That's awesome.
Oh, there is a Red Band trailer.
Yes, it has a little bit more. So there's more combat. So it
Okay.
does seem like this is not just going to be one of those sort of PT, or I don't know what you want to call it, but like less of a wandering around and clicking stuff, and but there will be
There'd be but
combat and
a
stuff. So
Doomish, yeah.
I think more like Resident Evil, probably.
Okay.
There will be puzzles and things. I mean, look, it can't be Hellraiser without puzzles.
Right, right.
So,
I mean, hell, you had the puzzle box in your hand through part of it.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure you're going to go to a labyrinth of some kind.
Well, I mean, and showed it.
Yeah, yeah,
Doesn't
yeah.
have the obelisk at the end of it, I'm sure,
Damn right. Damn
I'm
right.
excited. Take my freaking money now.
Yeah, that's has really, really good potential to be awesome. And I think they learned their lesson because I love the Evil Dead game. I really love it. But I platinumed it. I played it for hundreds of hours. I finished
Yes,
it, and it's a multiplayer game, and there was just no more. It just ran
right,
out. But for the single player game, it's the kind of thing where you want to go back and do it again. Maybe not immediately, but next year, next whatever, you're going to go
right,
back to it. So I think for Hellraiser, and what a way to come back. And this is what I was saying earlier. What a way to come back to Doug Bradley, to the classic Hellraiser. And
right,
I do really like the last movie. I think it's really good. If you look at some of the later sequels, I think the last movie is head and shoulders above. I mean, what
Well,
we've
yeah, I
been
mean,
getting.
I'm not gonna, yeah,
Can't
yeah,
deny
I'm
that.
not gonna lie. No,
No,
no.
but no, is the new one better than the original? No, not at all. But that being said, being able to get a new Hellraiser story
Yeah,
with the old everything, it's really cool. And if we can't do it in a movie, like give me the game.
yeah. What I'm fine with. I'm the new one. I would probably fourth, maybe fifth. I don't know about that. I mean, it's right in that 4 or 5 of the Hellraiser movie.
I can't disagree really.
I mean, the
I think
first
it's third or
three. I
fourth.
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no, totally. Because the first three vary in quality, I know, but I love them.
yeah.
So what are you gonna do? Okay, well, that's definitely exciting.
All right.
Next thing I want to go over is this Jason Universe thing.
Okay.
I don't. I'm just gonna say I don't really get what they're doing. I, this is so it's called Sweet Revenge. It's part of this Jason Universe thing. They keep showing off this new Jason mask and new Jason outfit,
Okay.
which I think looks like cosplay. I don't think it quite
I
nails.
haven't seen any of this, so I'm seeing this for the first
Well,
time.
they've been showing it off for a while. I don't know. So, but this supposedly is a short film that will release later in the year,
Okay.
and let's just take a look. Maybe there it is.
You all settled in?
Yeah, yeah, it's great.
Okay, look at this.
Hang on, when he says "okay" like that, that's exactly like the thing in Fantastic Four when he's like, "Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
okay, Herbie." Hang on, I'm gonna go back real quick.
Okay, look at this.
Got a beautiful spot here.
The property's had a bit of a troubled past.
What kind of trouble?
Oh, you know.
Well, she's up to no good. She's eating an apple, but she's drinking a beer.
Right.
Mm. She has a diary there that a character will find in the sequel, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Oh, you know. The usual story. Revenge.
One thing I have to say right off the bat here is it looks a little too nice.
Yeah.
I like my Friday the 13th to be a little
Grimier, a little
grungier.
darker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But not necessarily on. I think it's just because of when they're from. I don't think it's necessarily like
Right.
we're not doing a Rob Zombie. Everything is grim and
Right.
dark.
Right. No, 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 no. A little more grittier, the like camera wise, and
Yes.
a lot
Give
of
me
that
some
era
grain.
feel. Yeah.
Give me some grain for Pete's sake. All I want is some grain. And like, is that a fake out or is that really Jason?
Yeah.
Because it's lame. I think that's pretty lame.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to that.
Okay.
Do you think it's really Jason?
Let's see. Again.
I mean, it does look like he's wearing a mask. You can kind of see the strap here, maybe.
But like his hands aren't grody. You know what I mean?
Well, he doesn't become a zombie for a couple of movies, so I don't know when this is in the timeline. Although if this takes place now, I don't know. The timeline's all screwed up now too.
Yeah.
Trying to get a frame of him.
Right.
It's the same damn thing. I mean, he's definitely bald.
Right.
I mean, it's a guy in a hockey mask.
Right.
That's something.
Anyway,
I was never a huge fan of the red on the hockey mask.
No?
No.
Well, I think Baghead Jason is the Jason. I mean, no one agrees with me. But
No.
if you want, I think that's the scariest one. If
Yeah,
you
oh
want Jason to
yeah.
actually be scary, the Baghead is the one.
Right.
But if you want him to be classic Jason, I understand why you put him in the mask. I get it.
Right.
But if I was making one, he would absolutely have Baghead at least for a while.
Right.
fun.
Written by Mike Nelson, not the Mike Nelson I want it to be.
Hmm.
Mm, hold on. What the hell?
Angry Orchard
What?
Cider Company.
Sponsored by Angry. Oh, sponsored by Angry Orchard. That's why
Oh.
she's drinking a beer.
And eating an apple.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
What? This whole thing's a beer commercial, dude. We just cracked it. That's why.
Oh,
That's crazy.
hell. That is hilarious.
That's the best shot I can find of him. I mean, he looks like a regular sized dude.
I was
I
going to say
remember
he looks too skinny.
he feels more like a Michael for
Yeah.
sure. I just feel, yeah, I don't know about this. Is this going to be a copycat? Is this a Roy situation? I don't know. Maybe
The
I'm.
fact that we just looked there and with the Angry Orchard thing.
Yeah. We put the pieces together.
When she was eating the apple, I honestly thought in my mind, looking at that bottle, I'm like, so she drinking apple cider too?
Why did I not put that together?
I
Yeah.
know.
It's a bummer. I mean, look, this is a short film. I don't know how long it's going to be,
Right.
but this is like an official Jason Voorhees product. So on one
Yeah.
hand, I want to be lenient because it's a short and it's for fun. But on
Right.
the other hand, if you're telling me this is an official Jason Voorhees product, I have a certain expectation.
Right. As well you should.
So I will watch this, but I don't. I want to be excited, and I'm not. I don't know. Best case scenario, August 13th, by the way, is when that comes out. So we don't have too
Right.
long to wait.
No.
Best case scenario, it's a pleasant surprise and it's a fun little watch.
Yeah.
Great. That would be wonderful. That's
I mean,
ideal.
I'm to the point, give the damn thing to somebody like, Damien Leone.
Well, there's a TV show
And
coming.
yeah,
The TV show is confirmed
right.
and is in production, I believe. I think
Yeah.
they showed a photo of Pamela.
Yes.
So that's our next thing. I know that it's a prequel,
Right.
and those have had varying success. Stuff
Mhm.
like what's the Psycho one, Bates Motel?
Oh yeah.
I I didn't watch that whole thing, but I didn't hate what I saw, but it didn't really, I don't know.
And I mean, other than maybe the original Psycho, it really hasn't like resonated with me
You
all
be
that
careful
much.
what you say.
I said other than the original.
Psychos 3 and 4, I love.
Mm.
And they're not, look, Psycho 4 is particularly not good. Psycho 3 is really good. Psycho 2 is fun, but it's closer to the original than you think.
Hmm.
Psycho 3 is
I may have to go
It's
back
fun.
and watch
I
that
think it's
then.
really good,
I mean,
actually.
it's been a long time
I
since
think
I
it's
watched that.
fantastic.
So
I have a soft spot for 3 for whatever reason.
okay.
Okay. Well, I don't
Hmm.
think there's anything else major in the news that I cared about. I mean, was there
Mm-mm.
anything that you want to discuss or cover before we?
I mean, not really. I will say just kind of, we are gonna get into Fantastic Four. But like its direct competitor, Superman,
Hmm.
will probably hit the 500 million mark this weekend.
Yeah, I think it will.
So I know a lot of people are sitting there calling it maybe not doing as good or whatever. And, you've got a lot of the Snyder Bros, and yes, I will call it out every time because I can't stand them, uh, are bitching, oh, it's a flop and this and
It's
that.
definitely not a
And
flop. There's no
no, I
question.
know. I'm like, well, Man of Steel, because, when you consider inflation, I mean, I'm like, suck a dick.
But Man of Steel
I
comes
mean,
right
I
after
liked,
Batman, which is
yeah,
so good, and there's no one has any reason to be, you know,
right,
to think it won't be good. Plus, at that time, Snyder was top of his game. I mean,
right, right.
you know,
And don't get me wrong, I liked Henry Cavill as Superman. I even at the time I had some issues with the movie, which,
yeah,
but, and I had a few issues with the new one, but preferably I like the new one a little bit better. So,
it's fun and it's
and I
look,
think
yeah,
when we, yeah,
people should see it. I mean, if you're a Superman
yeah,
fan and you haven't seen it, I don't think you are. I think you've
right,
seen it.
right.
I don't think you
And
exist.
saw it more than once. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But I think when we did our review in the car, I think 7.5 is what I said. I mean,
I don't
not
remember if you
perfect,
gave a
but
number, but I mean
yeah,
that yeah, I think a 7 or an 8 feels about right.
right. So right in there. So, but
Yep.
anyway, yeah, it's making money. It took 3 months for Snyder's to make, the 475 million, and right now it's,
Yeah.
this one's just about at five. So
Yeah, we're good. Yeah,
yeah,
the Snyder, I don't understand the look, I think Man of Steel's fine, but the Snyder Bros are the problem. It's not
right.
even Snyder's fault.
No,
It's just these
no,
weird fans. And
yeah.
like and you do wonder, are there that many of them really? Or is this just one of
Or is it
those
just monkey bots?
it might be monkey bots. I do believe. It could be. Well, let's get to
Okay,
the other superhero blockbuster of the year.
right.
Before we do that, real quick, is there anything else this year?
Not until December, I think.
And what is it? I don't remember.
Well, I know TV wise, Wonder Man is coming out this
Oh yeah.
fall,
Okay.
and I think that's November, maybe,
I saw the
or
trailer
maybe
and
that's
thought
what
I thought maybe okay, like this might be all right.
we'll see.
Yeah.
And then
Um
I know there's something else, and I can't think of what it. Well, Peacemaker too.
oh yeah, okay. But
So
as far as
that's
movies, we don't this is it
as
for the year.
yeah, I think that's it
As
for
far
the
as
year.
superhero movies, I should say.
I'm pretty sure,
Marvel
unless there's
DC.
something that I'm missing. Yeah.
I think Spawn's getting a new 4K disc if you want to
Eh,
go watch Spawn in 4K.
I'll be fine with that.
Hey, like
I'd
I
love
want to
to
see
get
it.
a new Spawn.
They've been saying it for years,
I
Chris.
know, I know, I know.
They've been saying it since as long as I've been on the internet. I keep reading rumors.
Yes.
It's yeah, it may happen, I don't know, but I keep reading like Todd McFarlane has these crazy ideas.
We'll probably get a new Spawn before we get a new Blade.
I don't like that. I mean, I want Spawn and I want it to be cool,
Right.
but not
I'm
not at the
just
expense
saying.
of my blade. All right.
Well, okay, I'm gonna stop before we get into it. The fact that fucking Kevin Feige said, well, we don't want to just put an actor in leather and have him fight vampires.
Then you, sir, do not
Then you
understand
sure
Blade.
are a fucking idiot. Leave. Just exit out the door. That's what everyone wants.
Put
Get
somebody
your
in
head
leather
out of your
and let
ass,
him fight
then take
vampires.
out of your mouth and start actually giving fans
I
what they
mean,
want.
yeah, there needs to be more to it, obviously, but at its core, I want to
That's
see
what it is.
Blade in cool places fighting
Blade
vampires.
killing vampires. That's
Yeah,
really
and
what we want.
I want it to look good.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I want a story and like, yeah, there could be some interplay and some Whistler and some whatever. That's fine.
I mean, I am to the point that I believe everything that people were saying before. That when Louis D'Esposito was fired from Marvel, that was the real creative and mastermind behind the MCU. Because ever since Endgame, everything almost that's come out has been mid at best.
We don't have to open all that up.
I know, I know.
We don't need to go there.
But
But
that
you've
was
made your
just
point.
at, I mean, that was just at the last, right before San Diego Comic Con, that moron said this.
Hmm.
I'm like, it's not fucking hard. It really is not as hard as he's making it out to me. You have decades upon decades, almost a century of shit.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Really. Okay,
But
what?
and my biggest problem is, and I will include some of the stuff we're going to talk about. This is shit from last decade and a half that we're getting in the movies.
Hmm.
When we have so much fucking history, so many great stories, and they're only doing this small little window. You can adapt older stories to quote unquote be more modern. But
Hmm.
literally almost everything they're taking is from that small little window.
Well, I would argue the Fantastic Four. This is kind of a classic Fantastic Four situation.
A lot different.
Well, sure, yeah, it's
I
different.
mean,
It's different, but it's kind of like your classic Fantastic Four.
we'll get into it when we start talking about
all
it.
right. Well, okay, here we go. This is full spoilers. If you haven't seen it, go see it, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna just be blowing it. So, all right,
Well, do we kind of want to give our overview of thoughts
get
before we
into
do
it. Jump in.
spoilers?
Yep.
Okay, so before we do the spoilers, I'm gonna rate this just below Superman in my opinion. I'll give it probably about a 7. Like I said, I did like 7.5, 8-ish for Superman. There's several things that I liked about this movie, and there were more things I kind of disliked about this movie than what I disliked about Superman.
Okay.
So, so I thought it was an enjoyable movie. It was entertaining, visually stunning.
I would agree.
I mean, visually stunning, but I had some story issues, some character issues, and ironically, Silver Surfer was not the worst character of me having issues.
That okay, all right.
She's up
Okay.
there. She's up there,
We'll find
but
out.
is not yes.
We'll find out. That's just a little taste.
Yeah.
My feeling is this movie had it's weird because when we came home from Superman, I was just trying to find I couldn't quite put my finger on what I felt that it was missing. And
Mhm.
I think the what it was emotional weight, emotional I think emotional weight is the term. And I
Right.
think the Fantastic Four delivered that to me. I felt more things during Fantastic Four, like by a long shot, than I felt during Superman. Listen, Superman is very fun. I liked it. It's a great
Mhm.
movie. Yeah, it deserves a 7 or an 8. I agree with that. But Fantastic Four hit me a little bit harder in kind of every department, pretty much. And it was just weird because I felt like Superman would be the one to sort of do that, but it turned out to be Fantastic Four, which I was not expecting, to be honest with you. Um, you're right, visually stunning. I think something else that needs to be absolutely celebrated is the score.
Yes.
I think the score
Yeah.
is unbelievably good. The score is like it's so I started noticing it right off the bat, and it just delivers and delivers and delivers. And I don't even know who that composer is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But seriously, I was blown away by that score, and
Yeah,
it does some heavy lifting for this movie.
It does. It does. I think the score was pretty phenomenal in this one. I mean, you can never go wrong with classic John Williams, but we never totally got in Superman, and I thought that was one of the small things missing. We never got that true
You get a
John
taste of
Williams
it.
score.
You get a taste of it,
Right,
a couple
right.
times,
Yeah,
and
but we never really got the
I like the choice to do that Superman theme kind of. It's toned down a little bit, and it's
right,
it's like clean electric guitar. It sounds
right,
good. It is a subdued way because I think it's a little bit more mature maybe to do it that way instead of the bombastic like Superman. Maybe that's what the
well,
old one. But that's
also, I
but it
think
works for the old one. It's perfect for the old one.
right. But I think if this, and I do agree with you, this Fantastic Four had a little more weight, like emotional weight to it.
Yeah,
I think if there were a little higher stakes in Superman, that bombastic theme would have worked better. I think the tone, the way they set up the John Williams score in the new one, if it would have had greater stakes. I mean, don't get me wrong, splitting the earth in half, that's kind of big. But you never
sure.
really had that feel of those kind of
It
stakes
wouldn't have
in
made
it.
sense to use that theme there.
Yeah. No, I know that. But I'm saying, you know what I mean. But him in the victory of it,
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
if there were a little more gravitas to the situation towards, with Superman, I think that more bombastic theme would have worked. For what it was in this one, I think the lesser one did.
Right, because
Which
this
was,
version of Superman is more vulnerable.
yeah,
He is
well, and
more.
he's just really starting off, just really getting kind of his feet underneath him.
He's a lot less godlike for sure.
Right,
And
right.
so, yeah, it
So,
makes
and
sense
then with the score of Fantastic Four, there was more gravity to the situation, so that more kind of bombastic music and score to it
for
worked
sure.
better. Is
Well, and
what I was trying to get to.
they made the wonderful choice to put it in the 60s.
Right.
Such a good idea.
Yeah.
You can then have these amazing sets and the visually again, Fantastic Four is it's a knockout, I think. It's one of the best looking superhero movies ever, probably. Uh and all the stylistic stuff. There's so much style to the Fantastic Four.
Right. Right.
All this stuff. And by the way, I think it was last year. I remember I watched every episode of the Fantastic Four cartoon.
Right.
This movie is like all it owes, I think, a lot to the cartoon in a weird way.
Yeah.
There's so much happening that I was like, that's from the cartoon. I know, look, I know it all comes from the comics or most of it. But there was so many things, like even like the formatting of stuff. I was like, that's exactly in the cartoon.
Right.
Like literally just the idea of them starting on the TV show thing. That is
Mhm.
how the cartoon starts. That's the first episode. That's episode
Right.
1.
Yeah.
And I said to my wife as a joke, and by the way, we are in spoiler territory now.
Okay.
As a joke, when the movie's starting, I'm like, because I know she doesn't really know anything about Fantastic Four, and I look over and I go, "Hey, do you think Mole Man's going to be in this?" She goes, "What the hell are you talking about?" And I'm like, I was like, "Well, it was really a joke. I don't think he'll be in it."
Right.
But then
And
he was in
bam.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I'm definitely I feel like maybe we're flip flopped, and I think this for me gets a slight edge over Superman. I'm not talking shit about Superman. I really liked it. I think I just maybe Fantastic Four slightly edges for me by like half or 1 point, maybe.
I can
So
understand. I mean, that's I
yeah,
and all the points you're making so far, I agree with.
sure.
When it comes to Fantastic Four.
And look,
I
when
just
you get
think,
into these nitty gritty character things, I understand that's where it's going to be. So
yeah.
and that's going to be everyone's own opinion, and I
Right.
completely understand.
Right.
Um, what? So a couple of things that I loved specifically, and this will include spoilers. I think the Surfer was perfect. Actually,
No.
I think she was perfect.
No, she was not.
I
Not at all.
loved her
She had
otherworldly
no.
voice.
She had no gravity.
They're
no.
wrong.
Oh
She-
my God!
She had
No.
this otherworldly, strange sort of sadness.
I call bullshit. I call
No,
bullshit.
no. I think she's wonderful. She's really
No.
good, I think. Um,
And it's no slight on the actress.
no, she did fine.
She was not intimidating. She was not, and I'm sorry, Doug Jones was in a very subtle way with Lawrence Fishburne's voice, even his acting was so much more like he didn't have to be where he looked like he was about ready to cry every moment and have that dour, heavy weight on his shoulders.
I liked that. That's what I'm telling you. I
I
liked.
hated that. I hated that. Her voice was not intimidating.
It's not supposed to be intimidating. It's
Yes, it
haunting.
is.
It's
Oh my
otherworldly.
God. Oh my
No,
fucking God. This is
no.
a this this is a godlike figure. He is supposed to be intimidating to be the herald for the most fucking
She did
intimidating
that when she's talking
character.
to everybody through the TV. It's. I thought that was chilling. You didn't think that was chilling?
No,
Wow,
no,
you
absolutely
soulless
not.
bastard.
You're right.
No,
No, and that was the second worst thing of the movie. I'm sorry. That was Feige's identity politics bullshit. This needed Norrin Rad as an introduction to Fantastic Four. This bullshit of putting a character that was, oh, he was in the comics. 3 fucking pages in a mini series in an alternate universe.
this is an
And
alternate universe. They're all alternate
all she
universes.
did was fucking die in the comic.
Well, she did better in the movie, so good job.
No, this needed Norrin Rad. If you're introducing the Fantastic Four in the MCU, this needed Norrin Rad.
Don't you think
And
he's
if
gonna
you
pop
were
up?
gonna
He's
have,
gonna pop up in like Secret
you
Wars or
keep
whatever.
saying that, but she went with him in the later on. You know that because if Galactus returns, you know she's gonna return.
Yeah, and she's gonna need a little help from a Silver Man.
They're not gonna do it. You're
Okay.
delusional. This is like headcanon with the whole. It had to be fake Jor-El speech.
I also don't really care. I mean, this doesn't
I
hurt me.
know.
It doesn't hurt
No,
me at all that
I'm
it's
just saying,
not
if you
other
wanted,
guy.
the whole thing was that they wanted Owen love interest for Johnny. Okay, there's an alternate universe.
It's not
Have
really a love interest.
fucking,
I mean, yeah,
well,
they do make those comments, I guess, but
have fucking Nova. You have a female herald that OG in the comics Johnny had a relationship with. It's not hard.
so you didn't
You
like Silver
don't.
Surfer. What else didn't you like?
Well, we'll. Okay, Pedro Pascal was complete miscast. He did not portray Reed as he should have been.
Okay, a caring father, a smart man. I understand. That's wrong for the character. What should he have been?
No, he should have been more stoic, not looking like he was going to freaking have a anxiety attack every time there was anything that happened.
I okay, this is seriously. There were a couple times when I'm like, he should be crying in this scene. Why is he not crying? And then at the end, he cried, and I was like, oh, finally, he cried.
Reed is brilliant beyond belief, not autistic. And
Uh,
that's kind of how he portrayed Reed.
I I just got that he was a sensitive, smart man that cares about his family. I don't know, man.
Uh,
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked everybody. I think they were all
no.
good. There wasn't anybody who I didn't think was good. Although I was hoping for like a crazy cameo, like for like if we were gonna get Mole Man, I was hoping it would be somebody, I'm not saying like Jack Black or anything, but like some weird comedian or somebody, and maybe it was, but I didn't recognize the guy who played him. But I was
I
hoping for
liked
some
I
zany
liked
characters.
Johnny a lot more than I thought I would,
Yeah, he's
just
good.
from the trailers they showed. He had a lot more depth than Reed ever did in the movie. I liked Ben. I wish he would have done more with his voice. I just picturing voice a little more gravelly
Yeah, but we don't
and
want a
and a
chickless. We
little
don't want
more.
a
No,
chickless
no, no,
situation.
no. Put a little more of a Brooklyn accent, a little more gravelly. I mean, he didn't have to be over the top, but
I love that he he points out like, yeah, Reed is a genius, but like he can't cook. Like he doesn't have the
Right.
soul.
No, yeah,
It's
no,
it's a it's an
I
art,
liked,
not a
yeah,
science.
yes, I liked Ben a lot,
That was
and
really
those kind of
good.
things, and I loved the curving design of him
Yeah,
way better than I liked, you know,
it's a little
when it went.
smoother for previous
Well,
versions.
got the eyebrow ridge, got the,
He's got to have that. Yeah,
yeah,
I do
um,
also, but I like that still they preserve the whole like he really just wants to punch stuff.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Look, if it's a big space guy, you can just punch him.
right.
There were real
Um,
moments in this movie though. I like when Sue gives birth, that moment, I mean, unbelievable.
okay,
There's all the
I
pressure.
I know it's such a weird thing. How the hell is Ben tying off the umbilical cord with those big ass hands?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry
I
about that.
mean,
You didn't see what Reed's hands were doing. He could be
they were
stretching
holding
around.
her down.
Yeah, but he could have been
Yes,
stretching around.
you saw his hands on her. It was, I
You,
mean,
you know what else? They did not overdo the stretchy man, and I don't mind that because some previous movies, it's like it's a thing that looks good on the page in a comic book, but it's always been weird for me to look at in live action. So in this one, there was not that much stretching, there was not that much rubber man, and I
I think
I
there was
appreciated there was the right
they
amount.
I think they undertoned it a little too much. I think there were a few things that they could have done. They could have added a little more to make it to where no, you don't need to make a slide for water from a fire hydrant or anything, but I think they could have used him a little bit more.
There was the time when he landed flat after Galactus stretched him out like a stretch
Yeah,
Armstrong.
yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have seen basically Reed being a slingshot for Ben.
I'm sure that'll happen eventually. Don't worry.
You
We'll
know,
get there.
there's a couple of things that I kind of, um, and I thought Vanessa Kirby did well. I think a few scenes I was kind of rolling my eyes at, but
No, I think she's top of the tier. I think she's the best Sue
but otherwise,
Storm
and I'm not saying it was
easily.
her. It was the writing.
When she pops up on the bed, that was a big reaction on the in
Yes,
the in
that
the
was a good one.
theater. Yeah, that was awesome. No, she's really
I
good.
just I thought the speech on the fountain was a little lame. I think they could have done that a little better.
I didn't feel that. I thought it was pretty good. But I also loved at the end when she is strong enough to knock over Galactus, which is really cool. Well, she needed a little help, but she basically knocked over Galactus. I'll give it to her.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. And just like her screaming as she's doing that, and then it fucking kills her. I thought that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. So, well, do you want to go through the plot, or do we not need to?
Let's go through the plot.
All right.
There's a lot more details we kind of blew through, so
On Earth 828 in 1964, the world celebrates the fourth anniversary of astronauts Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, and Johnny Storm becoming the superhero team known as the Fantastic Four.
828 a specific number.
That's pointed out to you at the end of the movie if you pay
Yes.
attention to the credits.
Hmm.
That's a fun little gift.
Yes.
They gain superhuman abilities from exposure to cosmic rays during a space mission. Since then, the group have become celebrities, fought supervillains, Reed's inventions have progressed technology for the world, and Sue's diplomacy via the Future Foundation organization has led to global demilitarization and peace. When Reed and Sue reveal that they're expecting a child, the world prepares for the new arrival and questions whether the child will also have superpowers. I like that you get that classic Fantastic Four stuff, and we didn't have to go through all those steps again.
It
You know,
almost felt like though that even though I liked not having to go through everything again, I think we needed just a little bit more.
and it's
It
clear that
just
stuff was cut out. It's obvious that
right,
stuff was cut out.
right,
Like, I mean, completely, they cut out Red Ghost,
right.
and there's
Which
some.
I wasn't that. I mean,
I don't care. I really don't care.
yeah.
I mean, it would have been fun to see
Although
them.
we saw him in the cartoon.
Yes, you do see him in the cartoon, and you do see a monkey get kicked into the ocean. So,
Right.
so that's cool.
Not really, but yeah.
No, it was awesome, dude.
And it
And I also
Morbius.
love
Yeah.
you get the, they set up the diplomacy thing for Future Foundation, which the Future Foundation thing could also set up some cool Spider-Man stuff later,
Right.
depending on where we go and what happens.
Right.
Um, yeah, and then I wasn't really when this was announced, like I didn't think we'd get anything to do with Franklin. I thought it would just be, you know, the
And I
four.
thought that was not that I mean, I think it was too soon to introduce Franklin, personally.
I mean, yeah, but I think the question is like, do you want Fantastic Four to be like the Fantastic Four, or do you want to have to go through all these other steps to get there? And then people complain that it's like, oh, we know all this, or oh, we. So I think it's like you're gonna have to make a choice either way, or the movie is an hour too long. What do you want?
Well, I
I think
mean,
it's the right choice to. I think they cut the right things, or
not
at least in the
cutting
right
the right.
direction.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. I think Franklin shouldn't have been introduced this soon. This is Franklin was only introduced to be a plot point for the Doomsday stuff, which yet again, that's the last short amount of time of comics that we're pulling from.
Hmm. Okay. Silver Surfer comes to Earth and declares that the planet has been marked for destruction by Galactus, a planet-devouring cosmic being. And as I said, I thought that scene was very cool. It was chilling. Uh,
Was the
she,
AC on in your movie
oh,
theater?
it was ice
Well, that's
cold.
probably what the chilling was.
Maybe that was it. Uh, Reed studies the disappearance of other planets to verify this claim, and the team decides to find Galactus before he comes to Earth. They track the Silver Surfer's energy signature and use FTL travel to reach a new planet. As they arrive, the planet is destroyed by Galactus' ship, and the team is captured. I liked all that stuff. It looked good.
Uh,
The whole reveal of the what do they call it? They call it a planetary engine or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't
something
remember
like
in the
that. I can't
comics.
remember. It's got a name, a
Something like
specific
that. Yeah.
name. I can't remember. My only thing with that, why are you taking a pregnant woman in space?
I I kind of thought the same thing, but she's kind of like, look, I'm not going to let you go without me. We're going to need you. You're going to need me. I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, it was
I
just a
don't disagree.
convenient plot point, and I think it was. If Reed was as smart as he's supposed to be, there's no way in hell that you would take a woman that close to giving birth on a spaceship, superhero or not. I mean, it was just kind of
I can
that.
agree that
I
it's like
mean,
questionable. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Um, blah 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 blah. Oh, Galactus reveals that he has an insatiable hunger which has driven him to consume planets for eons. He senses that Reed and Sue's unborn son has immense cosmic power and would be able to take on Galactus's hunger, freeing himself from it. Galactus offers to spare Earth in exchange for the child and induces Sue to go into labor. The team refuses and escapes from the ship. They are followed by the Silver Surfer, who destroys their FTL system. They use the gravity from a black hole to delay the Silver Surfer and send themselves back to Earth. Sue gives birth to a son, Franklin, on the way. I think all the Galactus stuff is really good. It's obviously the best he's ever looked in live action. I mean,
right?
there's no comparison.
No,
Nothing. There's no conversation to be had.
no. He's absolutely
And you do get a good sense of the scale of him.
right,
And
right,
I do feel he's a little smaller than normal, but I think he's also the perfect size.
right.
I think he's a good size.
Yeah,
Um, I loved all those shots like from behind and he's kind of slumped over and you're like, what's he doing? Like,
right.
he's just like consuming and he's in like this hunger mode. I don't know what that was about, but his eyes
Right.
lighting up, it looked like the comics. It looked so good. Perfect voice for him. They got a great
Yes.
guy to play him. I have no complaints about Galactus whatsoever.
Right. No.
Um, yeah, so the birth scene, it's cool because it's that chase scene. The surfer is gaining on them. She's in labor.
Right.
There's lots going on. There's a fucking black hole.
All right.
There's a lot going on, and it's like it does add up to be a pretty thrilling moment, I think. And
Stole a
then
little from Star Wars. I mean,
which thing?
Johnny and the gun with the guns.
Just shooting
It was straight out of the Millennium Falcon chase.
Just shooting something from a ship?
Just went them back and forth, and oh, you're missing, blah 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 blah. Back, hit the thing. I'm trying,
I didn't
That
even feel that at
that
all.
was I did. It was. I'm not saying it was stolen, but it definitely you can tell an inspired reference. Let's put it that
I
way.
thought it was interesting because he had to bend the shots. That
Well,
was
I
more
mean,
interesting.
that
Yeah, and
was
they clearly stole that from Wanted Weapons of Fate. So, I get it. We see you. You know what I'm
gaslight.
saying?
Gaslight much?
I didn't think Star Wars at all. Like not
I
for one
just,
moment.
I don't know. I'm not saying they
A
stole
guy
it.
uses a
I
gun
mean,
in a ship.
it's like a little tip of the hat. The
It's
way
a
they were
war movie.
communicating
They
from.
would do it in a war movie. Shooting out of a plane. It's the
So it's
same thing.
fantastic for a war movie, or is it a family movie? Make up your fucking mind. I mean, come on. You're jumping genres here.
I don't know. All right. On their return to Earth, Reed reveals the details of their encounter during a press conference. Their
Okay,
decision
this
to,
was the dumbest fucking part of the movie.
but he keeps proving it more and more again. Like he's more of a
Not
science
smart,
man, and he's not thinking about those kind of personal human details
and
exactly
that's
though.
the problem. Reed in the comics would.
Maybe a different Reed. Maybe we needed to have
No, we didn't need to
the
have a different
Office
Reed.
Reed would have
No.
done that. He was a more caring man. What's that guy's name? Paul? John?
What?
What's that guy's name from The Office that played Reed for
Oh,
two
John
seconds?
Krasinski?
Yeah, that guy. That's who I'm referencing. Anyway,
Well, they did him dirty too, because why the fuck would you say, oh, with a single
Gibbs.
word, he could. I mean,
Yeah.
Disney does not know how to write Reed Richards.
Based on his interactions with the Silver Surfer and some deep space transmissions Reed received from her planet as well as planets that Galactus has destroyed, Johnny begins to decipher the Silver Surfer's native language. As Galactus draws near and protests against the Fantastic Four escalate, Sue takes Franklin to meet with protesters. She explains that they will not give up their child, but they will also not give up on the rest of humanity. Using a teleportation system that he's been working on, Reed devises a plan to build large teleportation bridges across Earth so they can transport the entire planet to another universe where Galactus cannot reach them.
Plot point two, that was dumber than hell.
Well,
I mean,
don't worry, it didn't work.
what they end up doing if they weren't going to use the real thing that stopped Galactus. If you were off by a millimeter
We're just going into the sun.
with the teleportation of
We're
the
just going into
planet,
a black hole.
we are spinning off into nowhere.
Yeah.
And he said nothing about the moon, nothing about,
Yeah, I don't think the moon was coming with us, unfortunately.
That's what I mean. And then we would have went off into the sun somewhere.
Yeah.
It's,
It's,
I mean,
it
you're
is like retro
okay.
sci-fi where we only
I'm
thought
like-
about a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about, okay, well, he's just a science guy, fucking the moron Bill Nye would have thought of that part. So,
All right,
yet
all right.
again,
Well,
wrong read.
he did transport an egg across the room. So,
Right.
okay. Through the Future Foundation, Sue organizes the world's nations into building the bridges and conserving the energy needed to use them. That could never work. That's the most unrealistic thing in the movie.
Yeah.
Nobody would play along with that.
No.
Nobody's going to tell me I can't use the power. Exactly.
Well, and why the hell didn't Reed come up with a power source that he could have made on the fly?
yeah, I mean, that's
He
a good
can make
point.
he'd make a fucking flying car, but he can't make a power source that can generate that much energy.
Yeah. The car is pretty cool, by the way. I
Yes.
think it looked awesome.
Mhm.
I found Johnny learning the language to be a little much.
No, actually, if you read the comics, Johnny is way smarter than what they portrayed him when they had Chris Evans playing him.
I
I
understand.
mean,
that. I
I
understand.
liked that part a lot because he was just obsessive about it and maybe like, everybody just kind of pushing off what he says off to the side. He's like, no, I'm going to do this,
Yeah.
which is really a lot of who he is. He's a
I'm
lot
just-
smarter than people give him credit for.
I'm just speaking from my experience of learning another language. which was terrible. And it took me a really long time, and I'm terrible at it. It was not worth my time. So I don't know. Maybe he, the fact that he really wants to makes it different. I don't know.
Right.
It's a comic book. Anyway, as the bridges are about to be activated, the Silver Surfer returns and begins destroying them. Johnny stops her from destroying the last bridge in Times Square. He uses her native language to identify her as Shalabal, and she explains that she chose to become Galactus' herald in exchange for him sparing her world. Johnny plays transmissions from the planets she helped Galactus destroy, and Shalabal flees. Using Franklin as bait, the team plans to lure Galactus to the last bridge and teleport him to the other universe instead. Sue negotiates with Harvey Elder and that's Mole Man, to evacuate the citizens of New York City to his underground city of Subterranea. Galactus makes his way through the city and captures Franklin. Sue uses all of her power to push him towards the portal with a force field while Reed rescues Franklin. Johnny attempts to sacrifice himself to give Galactus a final push into the portal, but is stopped by Shalabal. She pushes Galactus in herself, and the portal closes behind them. Sue dies from her efforts, but is revived by Franklin. The world celebrates their victory.
Shalabal with her Rose Tico moment.
Hey, whatever. I liked it.
Yes.
There was something else I was going to bring up. No, I don't remember. But once again, I liked a lot Sue really giving it to Galactus. That was good. I don't remember where exactly in this, but the car seat scene, very real. Very real. That was really funny. I felt that. I was like, oh damn, I've been here.
Yeah.
The smartest people in the world.
Yet
can't figure
again,
out
it's
the
like
fucking car seat.
it's like, how do you make it that difficult? You were the one that built it.
It's amazing.
And also it's like, okay, you're the guy with stretchy arms. Why are you making Johnny reach through?
Yeah, he
I
eventually
mean,
does it, but
that made no
yeah.
that would make no sense. It's like, dumbass.
Yep. All right, in a mid-credits scene set 4 years later, Sue takes her eyes off Franklin to find a book that he wants her to read. She looks back to see him interacting with a man in a green cloak who is holding a metal mask. Who could it be? I mean, obviously, we're supposed to think it was Doctor Doom. It would make sense for it to be Doom, but I can't help but feel maybe it's a misdirection. I don't know.
No, it's Doom.
All right.
Because from leaks that I've heard, that's part of the plot point of Doomsday.
Well, the credit for the music that played was Doom question mark.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a question mark.
Not really.
Oh, and did you notice the song? Did you notice the song during the credits? Let us be devoured or whatever.
Yes, I looked at that and
I want to say that was a reference to the Galactus cult.
yes.
That's hilarious. I wonder if something got cut, but they still use that song.
Right.
That's amazing. I love that. That was great. All right, well, that's the Fantastic Four. A sequel is in development. Generally positive reviews. As of this moment, this says 218 million worldwide. That's Wikipedia. Who knows if it's real? But
Right.
anyway.
And that's usually until they get the numbers later today. That's usually just an estimate.
You can't be yawning. That sleepover. Oh. Anyway, my final thoughts on Fantastic Four are this is obviously the best Fantastic Four movie that there's ever been. I look forward to seeing these characters do it for a while. I want to see what they get up to. I think everyone did a great job. High fives. I liked it.
Despite my rants, I did like it. I thought almost everyone did a good job. Um, I I wasn't a big fan of the fact that Sue was, she was basically the only person to really be able to do anything to Galactus because nobody should have been able to really do a lot of damage to Galactus.
Well, she
I
needed the help of everybody else to get him across the finish line. But yeah, she she gave it everything. I mean, literally, she died for it. So
Well, and I get that. I get that, but that's I wasn't a huge fan of that. I wish they would have done some other tactic. I honestly, whether, it's old and in the comic books, the ultimate nullifier should have been in play. And
I'm sure we'll get that. I'm sure that'll
no,
come up.
we're not getting that.
You don't think
Come
so?
on. No, we're not getting that.
Okay. I mean, I don't feel that I need that. It's, it's a plot thing that like it's good and bad. I don't know. Sometimes it's too convenient. Sometimes it's like,
See, and the difference with Galactus is when it comes to his own, like, safety, that's the one thing that will back him off. You know what I'm saying?
hmm.
If there's no other outcome where he can come out of it, no matter who else is destroyed, as long as he can come out of it, he'll continue to do whatever he's doing. If he's not going to be able to come out of it alive, he has a high sense of self-preservation,
Hmm.
no
He's
matter
just
who
hungry,
gets
man. He's just
destroyed.
trying to eat.
Well, and I get that, but I'm saying that's really the only plot point to defeat Galactus until basically, decades and decades later, Franklin comes around and is like God tier.
Yeah, just put him in a pocket universe and put him in a drawer somewhere. But yeah, yeah, exactly. All right. Well, I don't have any more thoughts on it. Do you have anything else?
No, not really. I mean, we're gonna see everybody else. The only thing I heard later on that I did not like too was the fact that Reed is gonna be the new leader of the Avengers. I'm like, Reed has never been the leader of the Avengers. He's always been the leader of his family, the Fantastic Four, and the Illuminati,
Yeah.
which we won't get that either.
We already got him and it was perfect.
Yeah, yeah. I feel sad for Sam.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's hard. I wanted to have more. Hey, look, I like that movie fine. It's fine. It's just some of those decisions I don't understand.
Well, and I don't think they were in his hands.
They clearly weren't. He got Spider-Man 3 yet again.
But it was a good movie. Go
It-
see it.
yeah.
All right, like I said, the main issue I had were a few of the character representations and the plot, some of the like glaring plot holes that, especially scientifically, should have been kind of a no-brainer. And someone like Reed would have had that. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I think all in all, it's solid.
but like I said, gorgeous movie. I mean, one of the best Marvel, cinematically, visually, cinematically.
Arguably the best looking, possibly. I'd have
It's
to really
definitely
think
up
about that,
there.
but it's
I was
yes.
saying it's up there in the top three, if not.
Yeah,
you know.
totally. Yep. Full agree. All right. Well, anything else, Chris, before we head out of
No,
here?
not at the moment.
Awesome. Well, as always, jump into the Discord. There's a link in the description. Follow us on social media. Like us. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Give us a follow. Tell all your friends about us and your family
Mhm.
and people you don't know, too.
Yeah.
All right. That's it for me.
All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Mhm.